All right, it is finally time to test out the newest and the best free-to-play team in the game, and that is the Goku Rose clones. Now, obviously, the leader skill is not free-to-play, but there aren't too many options that I would want to run right now to show a decent level for these characters. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing the predominantly free-to-play team, and then I'm bringing what is likely a more realistic leader skill that you guys might have. Because some of you may not have been able to pull the new Rose, but you could always run it as a friend unit. This is a more ideal setup. So if we want, maybe like on a live stream or something, I could run a truly full free-to-play team to test out what the levels would be at lower. But I want to test this out at a 200% lead. So we're going to go through a couple of events here. Now, as far as how you build the characters, I do have a vision for how they're built, so I will go over my builds. But do keep in mind, this is not... I have not used them yet. This is literally going to be my first time using the characters. So what I say now might differ from what I say at the end of the video. So you can check this out now, but I would recommend you check out the end of the video. And then also I will do another video following up where I go over like all the hidden potential builds that I think are best for the part 1 units. Because not just these guys, but like, you know, the summonable LRs and whatnot. So look out for that video. So let's just go through this. They all function similarly in terms of certain things. So we'll start by taking a look at the AGL here. And by the way, the art, the only difference between this and the other one is just the art style. It is literally the same character, same stats, same everything. The art is different. Some people I've seen say that they want this to be more of a thing. I don't want this to be more of a thing for summonable characters because I think that would be a very steep and slippery slope. I don't want that to be a thing. Maybe for free to play, we could do this where it doesn't cost you a dime. But if this becomes a summonable thing, I'm going to be really upset. Okay, so all of these are 50% leads, key +3. They will eventually get their EZAs. Greatly raised attack and defense for 1 turn causes supreme damage is mostly what they do, but some of them have some differences. And then for the passive, all of them have the same effect in slot 2 or 3. When they start the turn in slot 2 or 3, they will change certain orbs into their element. And the gimmick for these characters is that you want to be picking up those respective elements. Because for this AGL, if you do pick up, you get extra dodge. So per Future Saga category character on the team, you get attack and defense plus 40% up to 200%. That's universal. Chance to dodge plus 10% up to 50. That is unique to this guy. Per Future Saga category ally on the team whose name includes clone. So if you have all the clones here, defense plus 30% up to 150. Chance to dodge goes up even further by 4% up to 20. So you can have a total of 70% chance to dodge. When the team includes all 5 extreme types, attack and defense plus 150, all allies attack plus 30% for 2 turns. 1 or more AGL key spheres obtained gives you the extra 20%. You could have a 90% dodge at any given point, as long as you've got the appropriate team build and you pick up an AGL orb, which is why this orb changing is so good. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense plus 200%, launches 2 additional attacks, each of which has a great chance of becoming a super. That's what this guy can do. So he dodges and he supports, and he can launch multiple attacks. So I've given him full critical because he's got the combo power, he's got the dodge, he doesn't have the damage. This is a free-to-play team, so dodging is very important because their levels are lower than typical summonable units. So we've already got the longevity taken care of with his dodge, but we need some damage. So I've given him maximum crit, and I've done the rest additional. They do have unique equips. You can get these from that event, so it might take you more than the runs that you need to actually get the clones rainbowed. So do take the time to do it because you can get a level 6 critical in the gold slot, level 5 critical in the silver slot, and you can get level 9 stat boosting bronze. So this is what I did. Defense and critical, defense and critical, and attack. That is the first one. Next, we've got the TEQ Zamasu, or the TEQ Rose, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. This guy greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage, and seals. Okay. So again, he changes orbs when he's in slot 2 or 3 at the start of the turn. AGL to TEQ. Per Future Saga ally on the team, attack and defense plus 40% of 200%. All enemies attack and defense minus 8%, no more than 40. So he's the debuffer. He's the nerfer. He also has the same passive with more clones on the team. And then the nerfing gets further pronounced here with the additional 6% drop it down to 30. You could nerf the enemy for 70% attack and defense. Attack and defense plus 150 when all 5 types are there, extreme. And you can disable enemy action once. When you pick up 1 tech key sphere obtained, damage reduction by 40% when receiving an attack from an enemy who is hit by the character's super. So if you put this guy in slot 2, he supers, maybe he even seals, whatever attack is headed your way, you're going to tank it by 40%, which is awesome. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense plus 200%. Another attack and defense plus 100% when the enemy is 60% health or less. That's one possible condition. Attack down, defense down, stunned, or sealed. We cover that with this. We also cover the ceiling with his super attack. These units are very complete in their builds and how they work. It's all like self-perpetuating. So this guy has the nerfing down and he has some tanking, but I don't think that tanking is always going to save you in every situation. So I've elected to give him 20 dodge. That might be a lot. Some people might feel it's less necessary to go that far, maybe go like 10 dodge. I personally think 20 dodge is good because, again, if you're going to be relying on the entire team, everyone needs to have more than just a little dodge. There needs to be a lot more. These are not units that can run individually where you can maybe get away with the occasional 10 dodge. So I went for full dodge and then I did the rest additional. He's got a built-in 5 critical. Yeah, he might not necessarily get the critical all the time, but these equips will help make him have more longevity. The additionals will give him likely more additional supers, which could further accentuate his tankiness. And then of course the dodge in case something horrible happens. So I gave him defense and additional, defense and dodge, and 900 attack. Level 9 attack equipped. Up next, we've got the INT guy. This guy greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, raises allies defense by 15% for 2 turns. I'm going to start reading only the unique stuff because everything else is the same. All allies attack and defense plus 8% up to 40. All allies additional attack and defense plus 6% up to 30 with the appropriate setup. Again, you want Feature Saga, you want clones. He is providing team support. He can foresee enemy super attack when all 5 types are present. With 1 INT key sphere picked up, he gets 10% health. When attacking with 12 or more key, he also guards all attacks while also having attack and defense plus 200%. How do you build him? I went for max additional, and then I went for max dodge, and then I put the rest into additional, and I put a little bit of crit in there. I don't think the crit is that important, but again, since we're relying on the entire team, I want everyone to have a substantial chance at landing crits. Some of the links, I believe, do let you have a shot at this. Dismal Future gives you a 5% critical chance. So even if you don't put any crit in there, you already have a 5% chance for landing a crit as long as everyone is here. So honestly, if you want to go further and just give more additional, that would actually be fine because you would just increase the effectiveness of the guard, which is probably something that I'm going to do. I will likely switch this critical over to the additional because we've already got the 5. You should have this team max links. You should. You very much should. Big Bad Bosses is really good. Dismal Future gives you crit. A lot more synergy is present. Moving on to the STR. This guy massively raises attack, raises defense for 1 turn, and causes supreme damage to the enemy. So he is going to be your main attack dog. Chance to crit plus 15% up to 75. Chance to crit plus 5% up to 25. You can get a guaranteed crit in this full team build. Attack and defense plus 150, and another attack and defense plus 150 when attacking a superclass enemy when you've got all 5 types. When you pick up 1 STR key sphere, you launch an additional super attack. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense plus 100%, damage reduction 20%. He doesn't have a whole lot of protection. He has a little bit of cushioning, but when you combine that with all of the supports, maybe the defense buff from the other unit, and maybe some dodge, I think this guy becomes a much more effective attack dog. So I went for 20 dodge again. I gave him 12 additional, and I gave him the 9 attack boosting. This one, I mean, this build is pretty similar to the others, but because he's massively raising attack, this 900 attack boost will be substantial in its own right. And then everything else is pretty much the same. Additional and defense, dodge and defense. Moving on to the last one here. This is our defender. This guy raises attack and massively raises defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage. This guy gets damage reduction plus 6% up to 30, an additional damage reduction plus 4% up to 20. All allies defense plus 30% for 2 turns when there's all 5 extreme types. 1 or more physical key spheres obtained, you guard. And when you're attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense plus 100%, attacks effective against all types. So you have the pseudo crit already in his build. So how do you build him? Full defense. So instead of doing the 900 attack bronze, this time I went for 900 defense bronze. But again, I gave him 20 additional or 20 dodge, and then I gave a little bit of critical in there because again, I wanted to give him an opportunity to do some extra damage. But as you can see, all of my units have at least 20 dodge except for 1. That is the AGL. So I feel like in theory this works. If it doesn't work, I will make changes accordingly after these few runs in this video. But I think that this is a pretty stacked team. Everyone's got 20 dodge. There's going to be more consistent dodging across the board. And even with a physical Goku Black Rose on the team, I don't think we're going to have much of an issue. I'm actually going to keep these 2 benched, and we're probably going to do some of the lesser difficulty stages, but we'll see. I mean, if we're just dominating a lot, then I don't imagine we need to like hold back. We could just go crazy. All right, so we open with TEQ and STR. I think initially the trick is going to be trying to keep track of which units do what. Since they were both in slot 2 and 3, they gave us the orb changing, so that's perfect. So I'm going to need some time to remember this. Okay, so TEQ is the debuffer, right? Yes, he is the debuffer. If he nails you with the super attack, then you strike back, he has the 40% damage reduction. I'm going to put type advantage in slot 1. He does get damage reduction when attacking with 12 key or more, but he's not going to have that if he gets slot 1 frame 1. Okay, so let's pick up the one rainbow keys, or the one STR key sphere. He doesn't need anything rainbow wise, right? Yeah, they just need 12 key and they need to pick up their type. So we'll just do that. So he's set. Then we'll do this. And the TEQ guy is set. And then we'll put the Rose in slot 3. Pay no attention to the rainbow, probably Max Links Rose. I will do a showcase for that unit on my own later on. All right, so he's attacking before we even get to move. And we take a double digits. 19.8 million attack stat. What? Oh, we got the special animation. 18.6 million damage. We're going again. We have 19.8 again. Dude, what? That's a free... What? 24 point what? Oh, and he canceled him. Oh my God. They're competing with this guy on his first turn. What? What? Excuse me? What the hell? Okay. Okay. All right. So we're going to put this guy in slot 1 because we have type advantage. We can also foresee enemy attacks. There is no super this turn. So we could put this guy slot 1. But, well, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's put him in slot 1. We know that the int guy would resist, but I want to see how much that... Oh, he's not going to be able... Never mind. I wanted him to pick up the AGL orb. It's not possible. So we'll give this to the int Rose. Then we'll give the AGL to the AGL Rose. He is our max critical unit. So he and the STR one, I feel like will do the most amount of damage. Where's my... There it is. 26 critical. Okay. And then we'll put the physical Rose in slot 3 and whatever. We don't care about him. Okay, we took 18,000 there. See? So that's what I'm saying. Like, dodging is good. Obviously, there'll be some events where dodging doesn't work, but maybe you don't bring this team for that. Okay, so we did okay damage there. We have 15.6 million attack stat here. Type disadvantage, but we still do 11 million. Now we're at 14.4 million attack stat. I am not used to these Whoa! 17 point... Okay, so 18 million attack stat. Are we going to get 3 crits in a row? Yep. Dude. What? What? You know what I might do? I might need to bring this team into seriously serious. There's a mission where you have to clear with 6 super bosses. I didn't expect this team to be this synergized. At this level, maybe we could bring them for that. Look at that. He did 9 million damage. Physical Rose did 9 million damage. Dude, get out of here. Get out of here, dude. Okay, so let me put the... Oh, no, we can't. Physical... No, he didn't get any orbs. Okay. I guess I'll try this guy slot 1. I want to see how much actual, like, uncovered, like, exposed damage would be. So let's do this. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, no physical orbs at all for slot 3. That's okay. All right. So he's attacking right away. 20 dodge would have been nice, but we're going to take the full brunt of the attack because I genuinely want to see how much damage we take. 87,000. Okay. We might be looking at a pretty easy event, but still, 87,000 is kind of crazy. 22.5 million attacks that we disable enemy action. We only did 1 attack. Okay. Over here, we got 18.3. Dude. I think after like a couple of runs with this team, I'll know which ones do what. I'm already remembering it. Tech does the debuff. Physical does the guard and damage reduction. And he also has defense? I mean, no, maybe, no, that's the AGL one. AGL one is the dodge expert. AGL is the true dodge expert. What does he do? Oh no, he does give defense for 2 turns. He did, yeah. All right, so over here, we know where the attack is. Let's see how much a guarded INT Rosé takes from Captain Ginyu. Captain Ginyu can hurt. I want to see this. I want to see how much damage we take. We are stress testing. We don't just show off what they can do that's good. We also need to show off what they can do that's not so good. Let's do it. I wonder if my 20 dot... Oh yeah, we weren't attacking yet. Okay, that's fine. 1 million. Okay, good to know. You know, one thing I noticed getting back here, you're kind of at the mercy of the orbs. If you don't get the appropriate orbs, you don't really want your units to pick them up. Like right now, there's no AGL orb for me to pick up. This is a very new wrinkle that I have to deal with. I kind of like that. So because we're not picking up AGL orbs here, our AGL unit in slot 1 will not be getting the extra 20%, meaning he's only got 70% chance to dodge. So we could still take some massive damage here. I'm gonna give the physical Rosé something right there. I don't want to use the domain just yet. I'd prefer not to do that. So we'll just do this. Let's see how we do here. Okay, he dodged anyway, and he dodged anyway. Nice! 11.5 million attack stat. 10.2 million damage. So far, I feel like every single attack has landed as a crit. Wow. Like all the super attacks, not the regular ones. All right, so we are getting extra 30% defense from this guy for 2 turns. So that will help the physical Rosé, and he is attacking him, and he dodged. 20% chance to dodge, he did it. He had damage reduction, he massively raised his defense, but he got the dodge. Now, I'm not trying to say that you can guarantee rely on that, but it will proc quite often when you give everybody 20 dodge. And I really think people are going to misunderstand the benefit of that. Having it on every single one of them when they are all integral parts of this collective, it's going to make a substantial difference. If all of them had 3 dodge versus all of them having 20 dodge, you would notice a significant boost in consistency on those dodges. And for free-to-plays, if you have ever run free-to-plays on events, you know that they generally have a harder time on the newer events because they're not summonable. They're not as, you know, appealing for those types of events. So you have to balance the scales a little bit, and dodge would do that kind of. It's not a guarantee, but it's pretty busted. Dodge is universally considered like to be the most busted ability. That's why they're building mechanics around it. All right, so here, what are we? Okay, so it's our choices are either INT or STR, and we just tested out INT taking the damage. He didn't get to attack, so he doesn't get the guard yet. So we tried that. We took cataclysmic damage. This guy wouldn't be much better off, so it's really just about who's gonna dodge. This guy also wouldn't give us anything, so we're kind of up a creek here. This is one of those times where an item would be a good idea. You know what, actually I'm gonna use a Ghost Usher. Yeah, let's do that because I don't want to lose. Oh, you know what, we scouted. Didn't we scout? Doesn't this guy scout? He does. There was no attack coming in. Hang on. Since we know that the AGL freeze is coming up next, I'm gonna put INT first. We're not getting hit with any supers. I'm then gonna give the TEQ Rosé clone the slot 2. So we're not picking up TEQ, which means we are not getting 40% damage reduction. But since we're not getting hit with a super attack, we should be okay. Plus, we're disabling enemy action, so he's actually not gonna get hit at all. And then we'll give this to the STR. Dodge, please. Thank you. All right, we got hit twice. That hurt. Right, we took 150,000 twice, so that's 300,000. That's well over half of our health, but I think we can work our way back. 25 million attacks. Dude, these numbers, man. 25 million. We are consistently looking at units with 15 million, 21 million, 25 million. This is easily the best free-to-play team in the game both in terms of, first of all, being free to play and the synergy, but also how it can easily fit onto a summonable team and just work. Future Saga just got so much better. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. No. I don't want this guy here. No. You know what we'll do? Let's switch this guy to Zamasu mode. And let's do his little trick where he can lifesteal for us. Yeah, let's do that. Also, what does his active skill do? His active skill gives him E +4 attack +40%. Actually, you know what? No. Let me switch and use this active skill because this gives team defense. This gives everybody 15% guard, 15% defense, and then an extra 10%. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So let's go ahead and use this. None of these units require any regular maintenance. They don't have perma stacks or anything like that. But all this extra stats and defense is definitely going to be good. And then we will switch to Zamasu. Hopefully, we don't get supered right away. Because if we do get supered right away, that is probably GG. Let's do this. And then let's do this. I am doing this because I want to get my health back all the way. There we go. Perfect. All right, so 39.7 million attack stat. He has guard. He's got synergy. He's got all the extra stats. Attack and defense plus 300%, right? Actually, I don't know if we got that. Whatever. We're good. 90%. Cool. Oh, is he not going to super? Hey, he didn't do it. He's going to attack this guy. Yes, please. 13.6 million attack stat for our defensive clone. Do it. Uh-oh. This guy does... Oh, wait, we don't have dodge. Uh-oh. All right, so with no dodge, but with all the crit that we're... Oh, hello. 18 million attack stat. Could we kill him? We're getting the special animation for the better attack. He didn't super at all. Oh my god, they're locking my summonable units in slot 1. I hate that. Oh, there it is. We see it. Okay, I guess we got to do this. So I'll just put him in slot 1 and we'll do that. Oh, we got a Dokkan attack. You know what? Let's actually give the domain to make these guys even stronger for the final round. Domain time. So now we're going to have domain for 5 turns. We've got the stat buff from the previous Rose Zamasu for 3 more turns. So we'll put this guy slot 1. We're going to kill. Maybe this is secretly a good thing because now we have TEQ Rose out of the way. We're fighting INT full power next. We'll be fine.
Time to get serious.
Boom, 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 boom.
Gonna go all out.
Please heal us all the way. Please, please, please. We should. 12 million, that should do it. Yep. All right. So now we've got the domain and the extra buff. I'm going to switch this guy back to this. Also, don't forget, we are getting this passive as well. Attack and defense plus 80%. So that does make a difference. Okay. I don't know where the attack is going to be, but I'm going to put this guy slot 1 because he is the most effective here. He will be able to guard. He has damage reduction 50%. Automatically. So let's do this. Then we will do this. And then this guy in slot 3. Yeah, whatever. Let's do that. All right, hit me. Come on. Hit me. Hit me. Oh, man. 17.7 million attack stat. 11.6 million damage. 2.8 and nothing. Please hit me. Please. Please. Oh my god. 23.4 million attack stat. This is our attack dog. 14.4 mil. We're getting another one. 27.3 million attack stat. 16.5. Oh, 31.2. Dude, look at the damage we just did. Okay. All right, so we have all the synergy in the world. We've attacked 3 times, and we have 20% damage reduction. How much are we taking from this guy? Yeah, okay, that was... We still took a lot.
Whoops.
All right, we're going to take on the Universe Survival Saga Red Zone. That's it. We got to do it. We got to do it. I want to just see how far we can go. I mean, we've already broken through all expectations because this free-to-play team is doing things that I was not expecting at all. At all. Okay, instead of relying on the dodge, let's just not leave it to chance. Let's put the summonable Rosé here. We're going to play this like a normal event. So you've got your free-to-play team, but you're not going to naturally put all the free-to-plays in slot 1 all the time. If anything, they'll probably remain slot 3, slot 2 characters. So there's no way that we can give STR his passive, which is launching an additional super. That's unfortunate, but we can live with it. Also, we don't need... Actually, you know what? Since INT Rosé's INT Orb pickup gives you 10% health, we don't need that. So I'm actually going to pick this up. And then I'm going to do this. There we go. Yeah, and because we can scout, we know that the super attack is happening early. So it's totally fine. Friend unit is maxed out. I know. You may not necessarily have a friend unit that's rainbowed, but still. $25 million damage. Seeing that from this guy after what we just saw. Wow. Okay, that wasn't much there. 20.6 million attack stat for the attack dog. 14.1 million damage there. Here comes another one. 26.8 million attack stat. If this is a crit, you're done. Actually, wait, it is. It's guaranteed crit. Oh, so close. All right, now you're dead. We OTK'd with 2 free-to-plays. Let's go. All right, next it is physical Kale. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put the physical Rosé. Actually, you know what? Let's bench him. Great opportunity to bench him. Well, actually, you know what? No, I don't think we should. Who's going to be the... Yeah, if we get super in slot 1, that's going to hurt. This guy has guard for the turn. Let's take advantage of that. Plus, he's got extra damage reduction. So let's just do this. And then we will do this. And maybe we can get lucky with an AGL orb drop. All right, not that big a deal. AGL orb drop would have just meant 20% extra dodge. Who's he dodging? Nobody's attacking, so it's fine. We should be good. We should be good. We should be good. Nice. By the way, I do like how I've built them all. I don't have any regrets building any of them the way that I did. All of them having 20 dodge. So far, I stand by it. So at the end of this video, when I do my final thoughts, it's still so far going to be the same thing. I actually have a couple of gold equips that I have not finished farming out. When I was doing just the event of Rainbow everybody, I inadvertently got most of the equips, but I am missing 3 critical level 6 gold equips. I need to go get those. Currently, they have 3 of my characters have 5 level 5 equips on gold. That's not enough. They deserve the best. Look at these numbers. Okay. Over here, Rosé would destroy. We are going to be fighting TEQ. I do need to keep the Rosé around. Let's do... I think it's more important we keep the INT Rosé clone because the physical one will come back by the time we fight Jiren. We also don't need 10% heal, so I'm actually going to give this to the STR Rosé. INT Rosé, not a big deal. And then physical Rosé, when you pick up a physical orb, what do you get? You get an additional super? Attacks. Oh, yeah, guards all attacks. Doesn't matter. 41.1 million attack stat for the Rainbow Friend unit. Probably max links. All right, here we go. TEQ, Kefla. This is a waste. I was going to give a support memory, but I figured, nah, let's not. Let's go ahead and do the domain. Let's go ahead and activate the domain. I want to give this guy as much combo power early. All those rainbow key spheres. Let's go. 4 rainbow key spheres. We don't have an int unit in sight, so let's pick up this. 4 rainbow key spheres. Next round is going to be against int, so I got to keep the STR one around. He has a better shot at surviving. This guy does debuff. Oh, but he has 40% damage reduction though. But the AoE that comes in, I don't know. I think we're better off with this guy. He actually, either way, it's gonna be kind of rough. It is gonna be pretty rough either way. All right, let's do this. And then let's do this. Nice, we got to pick up the TEQ orb anyway. I might need to use... Actually, I don't have a Sensu... Or I do have a Sensu Bean. I don't have a Ghost Usher anymore. Well, if we die, we die. That's fine. Okay, not you! What? All right, let's try this. Let's put the int clone in front. I want to see how much damage we take, because this guy getting hit with a super after the fact is not going to be pretty. Let's do this. And then Rose, do whatever you want in slot 3. All right, 20 dodge. Guide me. Okay. Yep, that's a problem. Okay, ouchie. Okay, so we had natural guard, but now we're going to have full guard, and that too after supering, and we're giving team defense. Okay, so we should be fine here if we get hit. We dodged it. Yeah, dodge is 100% the way you should be focusing on these guys. It just gives them so much more. Look at our stats. 41.9 million attack stat. Oh my god, 26.8. What the heck? You are the weakest guy on the team. Live with that. He's the original too. This is like a Mauler twin situation. He shouldn't be the original. If you are a fan of Invincible and you got that, you should subscribe if you haven't already. It's unfortunate that in the interim, until everyone gets a copy of the STR Rose, this will probably have to be your lead, just because he does have some defensive problems. But if you just build him full dodge too, I mean, you might, you know, be able to get away with some pretty nasty stuff here. All right, so we should clear it here. I don't want to use that heal here, because I just don't know where the attack is going to happen, and it's too risky. So I'm going to do this. Next turn is against int Jiren, so I'm going to keep physical around. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to pick up all of these. Okay. Oh, you know what I could have done though? I could have used his active. Oh shoot. I actually probably should have used his active.
That was a mistake.
All right, he boosted his attack. Oh boy. All right, you're done. Jiren time. He locks our rotations, right? Yes, he does. Ooh, but he locked him in slot 1. That's perfect. Oh, but we don't have AGL orbs to pick up, so this is the danger zone. Okay, so the AoE is happening. Oh, it's happening early. Okay, so let's just see if we can get lucky. We are relying on 70% dodge. It could have been 90, but that was just the luck of the draw. So let's do this. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and do this and heal up. I need that scouting. I need to know where the attack is going to be. I mean, actually, wait. I don't need to know because he always supers right away. But whatever, it's fine. Let's bench this guy. We don't need him. All right, we might be dead here. We actually might be up a creek. 70%. Hey, 70%. Dodge again. Oh my god. Okay, so his attack has been nerfed like crazy. I want to see how much damage we would take if, along with the 70% attack nerf, we also use the Rose active and we give everybody 25% extra defense. So I'm not putting the tech guy in slot 1. I'm putting Rose in slot 1. It's more so about that AoE. How much is that AoE going to do to these two when they get hit? So let's go ahead and do this. Okay. Then we'll do this. And we will do this. The super attack will be in slot 1. So we will get sealed. So he is not going to be able to do anything. He's not going to be able to give us any offensive boost or anything like that. But it's okay. We're relying on the free-to-plays to carry. So I also upgraded my team to have the 200% or 220% Rose on my lead as well. Just because I want to see how far we can go with this team. If you don't have the Rose, you would use something like the physical Rose. But for the sake of this video, I just want to see how far we can go. So, okay. We did fine there. We did fine there. We disable enemy action. His attack is down. We're at 38 million attack stat. 38.7 or something like that. 18 mil. Okay. We're doing fine. Next turn, we're going to have AGL Rose on the team, and he's going to be showing up in slot 3, which means we will have some sort of an AGL orb to pick up. I'm going to move him into slot 1. And I think I'll double up on their abilities just to give everybody more defense. Especially since we're likely going to kill him in 2 turns. Oh, for sure we're going to kill him in 2 turns. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's use that Sensu Bean here. Okay. So Rose is going to go in slot 1. We are losing some synergy here because we don't have everybody positioned appropriately, but that's okay because we're going to do this. So now he has 90% dodge. You know what? I'm not going to activate this. I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it because nobody's going to get sealed. Nobody's going to have any problems. We should be good. So we're going to do all of this. Okay. Just the 15%, 25% defense, 90%. There we go. Nice. 15.4 million attack stat. Oh, you know what I just realized? There's not going to be any dodge on the final round. The final boss will eliminate our 20 dodge across the board. Pretty dangerous, eh? Yes, look at those dodges. Let's go. We are gonna kill, right? We are gonna kill, right? Uh-oh. Well, that sucks. Really thought we'd kill here. Well, even better reason that I didn't waste that active, because we are gonna need that for the final round. Okay. So turn 3 here, we're getting hit. Slot 1. Oh, yikes. Okay. I don't have any more Sensu Beans. Also, we have a Dokkan attack inbound. I don't want to use it this turn, so I got to make sure we pick up opposite orbs for you. So let's do the... Oh, but you're going to get sealed. You should still be able to slap and do a decent amount of damage that way. I don't need to worry about Rose, Int, healing, because we're fine. So we'll do that. And then, I mean, we're out of luck. Next turn is the Dokkan attack. Next turn is the Dokkan attack, and we go. Oh, he dodged. Is that mine? Hey, he dodged. Let's go. That's mine, right? That's mine. My Rose has 15 dodge. All right, final round. This is extra credit. I don't think we were meant to be here. Okay, so we definitely have to activate this because we have no business being here. Everybody gets, oh wow, 70 million damage. Pretty good. Pretty sure we're dead, honestly, but let's do this. Who is gonna help? Oh, the friend unit is not maxed out, but at least Big Bad Boss is level 10. Thank you. Thank you for at least having the awareness to make Big Bad Boss level 10. We are in deep doo-doo. Let's see if we can make it. We do have 30%, no, 50% defense buff because of the 2 Rose actives. This is the final turn of the last one. Wow, what?
Time to get serious.
Oh my God.
Gonna go all out.
I thought we were cooked. I know some of you are going to be like, Toon, it was so obvious. Listen, man, again, I don't know anymore, okay? Ever since the 10th anniversary, nothing has been the same. I assume everything is a threat. It's how I choose to live, in paranoia. And you know what? I like it. Okay, so this turn, we will get to see the effects of a double buff on the STR Rose primarily. This actually, no, this guy doesn't have anything. He doesn't have guard or damage reduction. So we should also see some nice stuff from him. 12 million damage on the super, 27 million attack stat. Can we get a crit? No. Can we get a crit? Please. Thank you. 17.8. Okay. Nice. 50 million attack stat from the STR guaranteed crit clone. 30 million damage. We couldn't pick up another STR orb, so we couldn't launch another super, sadly. All right, so now the first effect is worn off. We just have the other one for 3 turns. Okay. Oh, and also I am using a support memory. I forgot to mention that as well. We only have a limited amount of runs here, right? So gotta be careful. Okay, you know, we're doing this for science. We're doing it. I'm putting him in slot 1. Nope, I don't care. I'm putting him in slot 1. He has guard, 50% damage reduction, and he will raise his defense substantially before he actually gets hit. I'm doing it. But Toon, you'll die. No, I don't think I will. Let's do that. And let's do that. We are sacrificing the ability to scout. Oh, double digits. Oh, this super attack is going to do nothing. Nothing, I tell you. We massively raised defense once, and now we massively raise defense again. Double massively raising defense. All defense equips guard and 50% damage reduction plus the 25% extra defense buff courtesy of the ability, the active skill. Double digits. Best free-to-play squad in the game. All they're missing is a prominent free-to-play lead. We need one. Zamasu Goku is only a 100% lead for time travelers. That's not going to cut it. They are just missing that. And then, oh my God, whenever they get their easy A's, these guys can honestly compete with some of the modern day Dokkan Fests in terms of their synergy and overall abilities. Like, that's how crazy this team is. All right, we got a couple of turns left. We're almost out. We'll put Rose back in slot 1. Oh man, we are getting shafted on these orbs though. Ugh. Really wanted that the tech guy to get the tech orb. That's fine. We'll do this. He should still be fine, and then we'll do that. Next turn will be the last turn that we have the ability. We should win by then. Oh, he didn't super. He might get one of the boys in the slot 2 or 3. This is giving everybody an extra attack boost, 60%. That's going to work great with TEQ Clone, although... Oh, we can't drop his... We can't drop his attack. 20... We did 30 million damage, but we disabled enemy action. We could have disabled the super. If we did, that's GG. 4 million on a slap. 24.3 million attacks. That need I say more, people? Need I say more? We're fine. One more shot. Is he gonna super? Oh crap. Okay, we're dead. We're dead. He doesn't have guard. He doesn't have dodge. He doesn't have damage reduction. We are bye-bye. But that's 1.5 million? That's so little compared to what I see with other teams against that dude. This guy tanked a super attack for 1.5 million when people are normally taking 2 million, 3 million, 5 million. This team is insane. This team is absolutely insane. You must farm out these characters. You must farm out their equips. So I stand by what I said. Once again, I'm going to review their builds. There's maybe one thing that I could potentially see changing, but I don't even know if I do. So this is the build for AGL. Maximum critical, the rest additional. For INT, maximum dodge, the rest additional. You can put a little crit in there, but keep in mind, if you want to sprinkle a little critical in there, just know Dismal Future at level 10 gives you the level 5. So you can move that critical into more additional, which would probably be a good thing considering this guy has guard. You want to pad those stats. Okay, so there's actually two things that I would maybe change. I would probably go max additional, max dodge, the rest additional, no critical at all. Then if we go to STR, STR is maximum dodge and then the rest additional. I stand by that. 20% damage reduction simply isn't enough. You want that 20 dodge. Everybody should have 20 dodge. And then physical is fine as constructed. Max dodge, the rest additional. I put a little bit into crit. I could change that as well. But the one thing that I was going to say that I could maybe change is this guy. This guy's output damage potential is insane because of this down here. If the enemy has any one of these effects, including, 60% health or less, I think the Jiren was at that at the end. We got an extra 200%. So if you want to capitalize on these skyrocketing numbers, actually putting a little bit more into crit could be good. The only issue is that you would have to sacrifice additional. In my opinion, I would not want to give up dodge. I think 20 dodge, everyone having that is very important for the overall effect to be more productive. So I think I'll keep it as is, because if we consider this 6 dodge or 6 critical plus the 5 from Dismal Future, it's looking pretty good. So yeah, very good team. Please, please, please. If there's one thing you must have done flawlessly by the end of the celebration, is that you must have this team farmed out. This will fill up your entire Future Saga roster. All you would need is a lead, and that would just make things so much easier for events moving forward, because this team can compete with the best of them. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this busted Goku Black Rose clone team. If you have any feelings or disagreements with what I had to say on certain builds, feel free to share your thoughts overall in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned, and DBZ Dokkan responsibly.